I got fraternal twins, and when they was born, they was in the same sack. Doctors and stuff, they want to call it a biblical birth. It was a biblical birth. Right? Having these twins. My wife, I'm gonna talk to think about this. My wife, her birthday is 11/9. My brother's birthday is 11/8. I know y'all ain't gonna believe me. But those who do know I'm not lying, they're gonna be like, that nigga not lying. If you turn 11/9 around, what do you get? 9/11. What happened on 9/11? They crushed the Twin Towers. My babies was born. They were paying us. They were gonna pay her to do experiments with them and shit. And we refused to take the money and let them do it. I think she let them do it like one time. And she seen they was shooting them with needles. Wouldn't let them do it no more. Okay. One of my twin was on a Sunday school bus, and the whole van flipped over on his arm. They called me from the hospital. Keep in mind, I ain't heard nothing about my kids in a minute. Tell me about it. It was about to amputate his arm. Because he didn't have no circulation in his arm, so they said they was going to have to amputate it. Okay. The same twin, when he was a baby, his name is Isaiah. I had to do CPR on him when he was a baby and he came back to life, but he was dead for a good minute before he came back to life. Not my will be done, but God's will be done. Then a van flipped over on his arm. Take him to quit working. When they called me from the hospital, I prayed for his arm the same way that I prayed when I did CPR on him when he came back to life. The same way that it saved his arm. I put it in God's hand. While they was calling me from the hospital telling me that they're going to amputate my baby's arm. No, you not. Let me pray real quick. And see what God had to say. Next thing I know, I get a phone call back that this arm is fine. I never got a chance to go to the hospital. They never called and asked me and told me what hospitals you coming up here. They didn't want me at the hospital when my baby was about to lose his arm. But they could call me and tell me that my baby was going to lose his arm because they had no circulation in his arm. And all I could do was pray to God, and God healed his arm. So I'm just saying, bunch of devils, you hear me? I should know that my baby was in a car accident and which hospital they was in. So they let me know if one of them was dying, they probably wouldn't even let me come up to the hospital then. Nobody was going to hell. You call yourself a Christian? This is this man's child. You can call him and tell him there ain't no circulation in the baby's arm. I prayed for my baby and left it in God's hands. I didn't want to come up to the hospital to look at you devils anyway. You know what I mean? Put it in God's hands. My baby still got his arm to this day, yeah. You right there calling me. You could have called me and told me that my baby's arm was safe from the get-go. hope there wasn't no glass in here. But yeah, just eating too fast. I got fraternal twins, one named Isaac, one named Isaiah. So amazing. I'm a proud father of all my kids, and even the ones that y'all say that ain't mine because I'm not the biological father. Yeah, man, they was a biblical birth, man. It was a coincidence. God showed me that. I've been married for 8 years. I was married for 8 years. And I never once thought, even with my twins, but I never once thought like, your birthday was 11/9. If you turn that wrong, that's 9/11. Then we had twins. Y'all people be devils in my light and my presence. Have you ever went in a room, it was just dark, lights cut off, just dim. You walk in there, somebody just run out the house. A lot of people too a satanic lifestyle that they want to keep hidden. But see, I'm such a light. I can see into that evil shit. You hear me? I can play like I'm with that. I can play like I'm with that shit too. Because God is a rewarder of my heart. I mean, a reward of those who diligently seek him. God can see what's in your heart. God can see that God can see in my heart that, hey, I can never be evil. God can look at somebody's heart and be like, man, he's so pure. Man, he can sit there and fake like he evil. He can sit there and fake like he a gangster. He can sit there and fake like he this and that, he this and that, man. But I'm the one who molded you. I'm the one who put you together. I'm the one who that knew you before the foundations of this earth. See, God know you better than you know yourself. You know, and all those things hidden in the darkness. You know, I think numbers is numerology. You hear me? Is it a coincidence that my wife is born one day after my brother? My brother was born one day before my wife. I'm born one day before my mama. Did you hear me? I'm born one day before my mama. You see that 1-1, they go back to 11 again. That's 11-11. Then you get that 9/11. That's what somebody was telling me, 9/11. Look at, let me find out. A lot of things like that's about to happen in the world, it ain't gonna make sense to you. But like y'all gonna be able to go back and look at things that I said and be like, that nigga 4Time is not lying. It's right there in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. Talking about that hermit Goliath, that portal Goliath, how they trying to, how God put this world in their hearts where they want to know how God created everything, like how did life begin. And it's telling you like nobody will know from the beginning to the end, but God put that in their hearts, and it's saying that because they wicked. And it's telling you that these beasts gonna crawl up out of these machines that you ain't even gonna be able to see. That particle lighter, it's saying things gonna come up out of there. When they cut that thing on, it's saying shit coming up out of there, nigga. There's gonna be beasts coming up out that shit that we ain't gonna even be able to see. Go to Ecclesiastes and read the whole chapter motherfucking 3. And then it's talking about some type of laboring with the woman. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? It's really describing the Nephilim all over again. It even talks about in the Bible where we talking about how women gonna leave their husbands, and basically, nigga, they gonna leave their own husbands to go fuck with the Nephilim. So be worried. You see a good marriage and shit going down the drain, and you be like, some people, you know what I'm saying? It's vice versa. Or it could be that this time in this day and age, this time it's gonna be the offspring's gonna be the women, and they're gonna come and sleep with the men. It could be that way, you hear me? But you know what it says in the Bible? Reason why I'm not gonna try to figure out how this shit gonna go down is because it said ain't nobody gonna know how it's gonna go down from the beginning to the end. It said nobody's gonna know how God created none of this from the beginning to the end, and it also says in there where ain't nobody gonna know what's going down. So it said nobody know when the day gonna come. It said he coming like a thief in the night, and it also saying ain't nobody gonna know from the beginning to the end how God created it. Like it's saying men gonna want to go all the way back to the beginning and figure out how God created everything, but he put it in their hearts. Because they wicked. That's the only thing they got in their heart. They empty. Them people that working at CERN's, Switzerland, y'all running that product, you empty. You could be with your family or something, but you underground in a running this big ass machine or whatever. Like, nigga, go run your family. Nigga, go run that kitchen. Nigga, go wash them dishes. Nigga, shit. Y'all trying to figure out God, talking about the Higgs boson and smashing these particles almost at the speed of light to try to figure out what happened moments before the Big Bang. Trying to figure out what happened moments before God said let there be light. They trying to figure out what happened right after the Big Bang, or like, you know what I'm saying, moments right after the Big Bang, since we can't find out, or moments right before the Big Bang what happened. They trying to figure out some shit. And they getting close. God didn't say like from like he gonna kill the knowledge. They ain't gonna figure out, man, he gonna destroy the world. I wish I could have read in there where it was saying like, well, he's saying that he's saying that they ain't gonna never figure it out. And they steady advancing in science. So before we figure that out, God, and they getting so close and breaking through new technology and almost foot to discover how to what happened moments before the Big Bang. God saying like The world gonna be destroyed before fire before that happens. So I don't understand it though. You feel me? What I don't understand is the devil know that he was kicked down here to earth and he had furious anger because he had a short time left. You know your ass got a short time, Satan, left. And I got a message for you, and I'm gonna keep telling you this. Your time even cut shorter. You try every time you try to find a way to get more time, his time's just he just cutting his time shorter. You hear me? Before your ass get through in the lake of fire. Now that's my peace. Knowing that you and your false prophets and your gatherings and your fake ass antichrist, knowing that y'all gonna get your ass through in the lake of fire, that's my peace.